Hey everybody, Fran here at Rams Elite Fitness, and we're going to do another educational video in our series, and we're going to move forward into diet portion of our series. We've talked about training up to this point. If you haven't watched those videos yet, go ahead and back and watch those earlier in this playlist. We talked about how long to work out, how hard, what to do. That's all taken care of, and now we're going to get into food and nutrition. So today's question is, what about meal tracking or calorie counting or any of the various names that you hear about it? First off, why do it, and is it important? And to that point, I would say it's absolutely critical. It's probably one of the biggest mistakes people are currently making right now is not keeping track of their food, not counting calories, not looking at, not having an honest look at what they're eating. And without that information, it's really hard to create a plan for yourself. I think planning is half the battle. If you can set up yourself with a meal plan attack along with a workout attack plan, that's half the battle. Then all you got to do is show up and get it done. But I would surmise a lot of people are not doing the the calorie counting, and if they do, it's not sustained. It's not done over the long haul of the program. It's something that happens for a week, and then they quit. I'll hear sometimes, maybe it's time consuming, or hey, I know what I'm eating. Now that I've tracked it for a couple of days, I can understand. I see where I'm at. But to me, that's not good enough. I think you should do it regardless of whether you think you're eating a certain number of calories every day or not, or if it's time consuming. And that leads right into the point number 2 here is there are phone apps nowadays on everybody's smartphone that they do it instantly. There's ones that even scan the barcode. So if you're eating a protein bar, for instance, you can just scan the bar code on the actual protein bar, and it uploads immediately all the information. You don't have to put anything in. It's not like the old days. When I first started meal tracking, before I had a smartphone, I had a notebook, and I, by hand, wrote down every single thing I ate, every single macronutrient from all those the food items, and I added it all up. Every day I did that. Now they have a phone where you just hold it up to the barcode, scan it, put it in, and if it doesn't have a barcode, you can search in the app for the exact brand. I mean, even restaurant food sometimes, like the bigger chains, you can go and type in Olive Garden and whatever meal you're having, and it pops up with all the with all the nutrients already. So I don't believe in that philosophy that it's somehow time consuming and a really big pain in the butt. Nowadays, technology is caught up. It is very simple to do. At Rams Elite Fitness, we use MyFitnessPal, and you can just go to myfitnesspal.com, register for a free account. It'll give you the wrong numbers. If you just put in your basic information, it'll give you some crazy low calorie number. There's different ways to do that. Feel free to message me, guys, on Facebook, or send me an email if you're having problems setting up your account correctly and trying to figure out how many calories you should actually be eating. That's something that I can do for you, no problem. And number 3, what to do with the information. I think this is probably the biggest question of meal tracking is, even if somebody does number 1 and number 2, they understand it's important to count their food and to put everything in, and then, they figure out how to do it. I think most people are unsure of kind of what to do with that information and how it comes into play with your fitness program overall and like the role it plays. What meal planning is there for, it gives you feedback. Okay, it's a feedback tool. So, for instance, let's just use easy numbers just to make this example simple. Let's say you're tracking in 2,000 calories a day. That's what you're eating a day. Okay, and you weigh in and you don't lose weight. Well, with Rams Elite Fitness, you would lower your calories by 100 calories. Then you're eating 1,900 every week. Rinse, wash, repeat it. You step on the scale next week. Did you lose weight? If you did, good. You continue to eat the same calories, 1,900, until you plateau again. Once you plateau and don't lose weight, you lower the calories. And that's the best way to use this to your advantage. You shouldn't start a diet drastically drops your calories. I think that's the number one mistake. You should slowly lower them where you're at. And then number two is just being honest with yourself. Being able to sit there, put in all the cheat food, even when you have cheat food, put it in to the app. It's tracked. And then you look at yourself at the end of the week with being very honest with yourself and look at it and say, did you hit your calorie goals, number one? Or did you cheat too much? Did you go overboard too much so that the results are going to be skewed because of that? And if you're honest with yourself, you look at it and say, look, I really ate 2,000 calories every day. I did a good job on it, but I didn't lose weight. Then the feedback would tell you, drop calories by 100 each day. Drop calories by 100 each day, and then the next week you weigh in again and see if you get better results. Thanks for watching the quick video. If you guys have any questions about this topic, I will be making subsequent videos to do with the meal side of things now that we've discussed training. But in the meantime, feel free to ask questions via Facebook, and you can always email me. The email is ramsdenelitefitness@gmail.com. Thank you guys for watching.